There's engineering. Engineering. Lovely, that's because I finished the walls in my capital. Beautiful, beautiful walls. My capital needs to grow, so we're gonna put the temple in here now. Perfect. Now I can think about getting apostles. Apostles will keep my religion safe. I want to do that, so yeah. Is it worth waiting until I can promote? No, then wait ages off, ages off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look for a debater. If I get a debater, brilliant. If I get something that gives me more charges, I can use a couple of charges to rescue my city, and then I can look for the worship building, maybe? I think even more food could be good if the Gurdwara is still available, which it is. So again, it all helps me to try and get a little bit more food into my nation. What is this one? 3 extra spreads when moving adjacent to a natural wonder for the first time. Oh look, that's quite handy. I'll get Pilgrim. That gives me 3 spreads. Then I can use all 3 of them to try and rescue my nation, and then I can burn the apostle accordingly. Another accursed normal age. Oh, not having many cities is really making me struggle on this one, but there's Exodus of the Evangelists, so that helps a little bit. Gives my apostles just a little bit more flavour. We have 3 charges now. Admittedly, I'm going to lose some of my culture doing this, but I think it's worth it because it will give me more food and let me buy more districts, and districts are key. Although really, it doesn't really matter unless there's a very specific set of circumstances that lets me flip these cities. I really need to go north. So I don't even know if this is the good way of doing it. I'll be honest, this could be a total waste of time. Now, I just bought a little bit of diplomatic favour, just 6 of it, and that means that hopefully I'm now going to be in a position where I can get 2 votes in at the Congress. I don't know whether or not voting is going to be an important thing this game. It might be one of my only ways out of winning it, and that is an appalling set of circumstances. However, we know that Brazil is hated by the world, so I'm going to vote more grievances towards Brazil. I think that's probably a good phase. The AI normally votes the B on luxury. What does Brazil have lots of? Marble. People are unlikely to vote loads on stuff that they've got, so maybe that's not a thing. Well, I vote on marble. No amenities on marble. They may just go for whatever Brazil's got. So there we go. 2 votes on each. I don't know if it'll go through, to be honest. Oh, that's a big flood, but not a flood for me, so that's fine. No Thurs, Pedro. So I think I got 1 point there. 1 point will do. 1 point is better than none. And here is my religion. Bam! Feed the world. It's in my own city again. Oh, feels good. Feels good. Aid request and... oh, a military emergency. I'm not going to get involved in military emergency. That sounds terrible. But an aid request I will do. That does sound quite decent. That's a way of getting diplomatic favour. So we will just go to Georgia quickly. Do the old usual thing of giving them 1 gold. Then if everybody forgets to do it, including myself, I'll win automatically. It's a bit of a vague likelihood, that one, but you never know. Weirder things have happened. Here we are. Evangelize the belief. I've got 1 more charge. No, I'm going to just put that extra charge into this city, and then I'll evangelize it next time. And the Gurdwara is what I'm going to do. Although, look at that. A missionary has just conveniently appeared. I need you, friend, to get lost. I don't want you in my land. In fact, I was going to play peaceful and buy a Gurdwara in my capital, but if I can apostle this and we can get this missionary killed, which they've actually just, gone straight towards my lands, which means I can attack that missionary nicely. We've actually trapped it in. We've trapped it in. I don't know if it can actually escape there without getting into zone of control, so we might have a kill on our hands. Oh, construction. Construction's a good thing. I think construction actually just gave us games and recreation. It did. So we're building the campus. That'll be finished next turn as well. Then we'll go to defensive tactics and then into feudalism. Look at that. Lovely. Kill. Bang. And actually that's spread to a lot of cities, including one of Ethiopia's which we've just stolen. It's okay. It's okay. We knew that was a possibility. We knew that might happen. I'm not too fussed about that. Can actually now afford the temple in my second city. That will give me 7 pop. That'll let me put the government plaza down. It feels like a bad move, but as I say, this is just trickery. I want to see if we can convince the AI to build a district here or there. There's the Chocolate Hills, so the option of them putting a nice holy site here with that, it's high. It's high. And you know what, that would be a decent campus as well, +3. So this isn't the craziest idea. I think this has legs. It has weird legs, weird spindly crazy legs that look like a spider that's on roller skates, but it does have legs. Oh, my second apostle was a debater, by the way, as well, so that's useful. if they bring anyone near my land again, well, bam, I should be able to two-hit them with my other apostle. So that's really, really handy. Natural philosophy is in for 5 extra science per turn. I can get scripture in for 5 extra faith per turn. Diplomatic League is still doing its thing. Great Writing Points is still doing its thing as well. That's lovely. Quick Government Plaza in. Let's get this sorted. I'm now also beginning to build in the other direction. There is the aqueduct, the first of the districts to start heading in this direction as well. I have the extra district. I need to put the industrial zone down. That's good. Really, I should be focusing on getting the buttress done. But Moksha is handy, but I need science. And Pingala, I think, is going to be the easiest way for me to get that. So let's get Pingala into my second city. Give Pingala the connoisseur, no, researcher, and then go from there. Defensive tactic gives me a governor title. We've got the government plaza happening as well. I think this is good. Why do I get the feeling that Ethiopia is going to declare on me in a second? I just have that feeling. Have that deep, disturbing feeling. I'm just going to quickly pick up ironworking just to unlock swordsman, and then I'm not far off feudalism, so that's a samurai. I should be able to keep myself a little bit safe with them. I hope. I don't know. I have Buenos Aires on side, and they've got a massive army, so that will keep me relatively safe. I need to build up a little bit of gold. That will keep me safer. I think one swordsman will make me feel a bit safer, won't it? Just a single one. I've got some archers coming as well. I am going to make friends with Brazil. They've actually survived the beginning of the game fairly well. They look like they're going to start generating some great writers, which is useful, and I could use an ally in case Ethiopia does declare on me. Not because I think they'll be a good ally, but mainly because they'll distract them. It feels harsh, but it is kind of true. It's mainly what I'm thinking here. Okay, the government plaza is now finished. I hope that means that Ethiopia will connect one of these 2 cities to me. If they do that, I have an inn, and I can attack them, and I can steal the cities, and it'll be relatively amusing. Pingala is now in as well, which gives me 41 science. I'm now beelining quickly. I was thinking about going military engineering to get armories quickly, and then going to apprenticeship buttress like that. That gives me a little bit more production from mines. It means I can start getting military engineers, and I can rush my dams accordingly. Oh, an encampment. Okay. That's not really what I wanted, but I guess it's something. Ugh, maybe Natal will do it. Come on, there's a holy site right here that you could do. It's amazing. So what just happened here was possibly one of the things that I most respect and least respect about the AI and how barbarians work in Civ 6. A barbarian horseman, fully strength 1, so 36 combat strength, not 20, just appeared from the middle of nowhere. Where it came from, no one's sure. There is no encampment anywhere near my borders, so they must have run a reasonably long way to get to me. They appeared, popped up on my border, went, oh, look at all the pillageable stuff. There are some unguarded horses that could get some faith. There's a district. There are all of these plains. And it went, what do? It ran around the river and charged straight into my city, doing 2 points of damage to my ancient walls, and killed itself. I had all my army bringing themselves back. I was ready to defend, and I'm looking at it going, like, did that happen? It was like a bug on a windshield. It was actually quite sad. Like, what was that about? Why? Why would you do that, barbarian? Why would you appear, kill yourself, and then just life moves on as if nothing had happened? Oh, that was weird. Anyway, Ethiopia have decided to start sending missionaries to me again. I don't mind this. This is fine. I've now got a debater, so, you know, I'm going to mass debate them in every single direction. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I've actually just spread it back to this city again. This city's going to start flipping. I mean, I'm up for this game. This is a fun game for me. I can do this all day. Yep, I thought you might run away. I thought you might, but unfortunately for you, I can find where you are, and I'm going to attack you again. If I could actually remove Ethiopia's religion, this would be quite amusing for me. Let's get another apostle. I might get lucky and get a second debater. You never know. Also, today is an audience chamber sort of day. I'm just going to finish up the library and then go audience chamber, but I need all of the amenities, all of the housing, everything like that I could use to buff a city. That's all good. It's all coming in. Oh my word, even Georgia is sending missionaries to me. I love this game. This is good. Hi. Oh no, look, the barbs are going to do it again. It's round 2. They're appearing again. You can just see, just to smash themselves on my walls. Again, the mystery of this is just astounding. No debater, unfortunately. Okay, what I'll do then instead is launch an Inquisition. Then I can get some Inquisitors in, keep myself safe for much less faith than if I was doing it the hard way. Are you going to just run into the city again? Or are you going to pillage something? Oh, no. Okay, so that was, so what I've done there is I've essentially just killed an archer by trying to prove a joke. And yeah, that's, he's going to die. He's going to absolutely die. The only thing I could do is run away and hope their visibility runs out. I'm going to pick up Connoisseur quickly as well. That'll just boost my culture up by about almost 100%. It's about 80% that just boosted. Feudalism, in you get. Perfect. Yeah, they chased me down and killed me. Oh dear, that was a silly archer death. That was possibly one of my worst moves that I've made in some time. Yeah, the fact that I have to say one of is a little bit worrying sometimes, isn't it? No, they decided to put the holy site over there. Over here. Okay. Well, you never know. This may still be a thing. They may still eventually decide to put a district next to my lands. I feel like it was a good gamble. If we were going to make it work, we had to do it in that way. And yeah, we'll hold out hope. Shipbuilding and feudalism. Feudalism is what I wanted to see. Builders now get 2 charges. Perfect. Well, it's actually 5 charges they get, but it's such a good thing. And I also now have samurai. Oh, they're so powerful, and they should help to keep me much safer against Ethiopia than I was before. So that's lovely to see. Aid request again. Yep, I think I'm still winning the last aid request because nobody did anything yet. No, I've got 1 gold towards that. So again, Ethiopia, would you like 1 gold? Yes, you're welcome. What a AD person. I'm giving it to everyone. I'm lovely. All my audience chambers finished as well, so both of my cities are now ecstatic, which I love to see. I've got at least 1 spare district in this city as well. I'm just now thinking, in terms of settling, there's no direction I could go to here to make this any easier. The only thing I could think is to give myself more avenues to spread districts to these southern cities and hope that they link up to me, but I don't think that's gonna be very likely, so I think I might as well just put something down that's gonna actually give me some decent infrastructure. Industrial zones are really tempting. I really want some industrial zones, but theatre squares to get myself some culture, that could be helpful as well. So I think I might do that. We might just go for some culture. Actually, scrap that. I've got loads of tiles that need working first. Let's do that first. And you can see we've now got Citadel of God. That's good. That means that we are now 1 promotion away from being able to pray districts in. Why do I get the sense that Ethiopia is about to start attacking me? They keep moving their units right to my border and just lurking. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. It's very, very rude. Oh yeah, look at that. Surprise. It is a surprise war indeed. Can you tell the surprise from me in the fact that I was actually building more samurai defenses because I did not trust Ethiopia as far as I could throw them. Luckily for me, my defenses are pretty good at this point. I've got myself decent land army. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this. We'll get archers going here. I'll get samurai going there. I really want to build dams though, because I was just about to be able to start settling actual cities. And alas, it has kind of ruined that option for me, but never mind. Georgia will join in with me with the war. I don't think Brazil is going to because of the fact that they're very scared of them. They don't really have an army, no. Okay, that's fine. We'll ignore that for now. This aid request I am going to win, weirdly. Unfortunately, this one I'm not going to win because they've declared war on me, so I lose aid request. I mean, I don't know how that works. That feels unfair to me, but what you going to do? They're also just declaring war as they're about to lose this city, so that feels like bad timing to me, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh yeah, Buenos Aires is a huge army, and that is very much going to keep them distracted. Ooh, culture bombs. Okay. That's a thing. That could help. I don't know if it will help. And I'm also going to say 100% routes towards industrial city-states. Let's try and get culture bombs and sovereignty. Yeah, let's see if this works. Come on. Yes. 2 extra points. And dams. Oh boy, that was a turn. Can I do any culture bombing? Yes, I could steal those horses. So I absolutely am going to do that. Let's just quickly, yeah, that's a +3. Yeah, okay, great. Let's do this. I mean, I'm going to go bump, bump, and absolutely just nab the horses in this tile with a culture bomb. That's handy. That's really handy. Now that I have the dam, oh, what do I go for? I'm going to go education, but really, there's nothing else that I need to rush on the science tree. It's all about getting culture now and going towards neighborhoods. Neighborhoods are going to be really important for me. Haha, I hope that would happen. Yep, hurrah is gone, and I win 100 favor as well as 2 diplomacy points from that aid request. I'm on to 5 points now. 5 whole, solid, beautiful points. Time for civil service, and I'm thinking actually civil prestige will help me just to stay happy briefly. 1 immunity and 2 housing to the cities with governors, quite a few of them. I don't really need much more army. I'm not really trying to invade at the moment. We're just basically holding fire, stopping Ethiopia from ruining my day by attacking me too much. We'll go battle cry, that's lovely. Bring you back inside. And as you can see, there's some really good production at the moment on routes to city-states. I kind of want to take advantage of that whilst I can. Tamir, would you like to be my military ally? I think fighting against Ethiopia will be a lovely thing. And let's make a deal, Brazil. I think let's go for a religious alliance. Because if you've got a religion, this is actually a very good point. Do Brazil? Yes, they do. Come on, you want a Brazilian religious alliance? Then we can attack Ethiopia's religion together. Perfect. Easy to do. Yeah, that sounds sensible. That sounds like a great place to leave your horse. Well done. It's dead. There are no decent promotions on this apostle I've just bought, so there is the evangelizing belief, and there is the Gurdwara. I want the extra housing, the extra food to be able to just grow the cities a little further. I'm finally building the dam there. Once I've got the dam, I'll be able to industrial zone. Once I'll be able to industrial zone, we'll be able to settle, and I'll be able to spam military engineers, and we are finally, on turn 140 something, going to be able to start spreading across the map. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. What do you reckon? Just in case we need to fight, we go Crusade? Crusade could be fun. Crusade is always fun. Holy Waters would be cool. Holy Order? That really helps for later in the game if we do want to spread our religion. I'm going to go Holy Order. I very rarely go for that one, but it's always worth it. We're going to go to another normal age. This is 3 normal ages in a row. When you only have 2 cities, it's so difficult to get era score. It really is. Oh, Ethiopia, that's a bad place to leave an apostle. Bam. Oh, yes. Oh, these are very expensive religious units you're just leaving out and about. Why are you bringing these? Oh, these are very good cavalry units. Please don't bring these into my land. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of that sort of play. Hang on, let's gonna have to surround it so it can't really go anywhere. Not that it, you can't trap cavalry units in like that, but I want it to feel like it can't go anywhere, so it'll kind of run in the other direction rather than trying to pillage all my stuff. I mean, I do have a builder there, so if it does pillage my stuff, it's really not a big deal. It just would be the... if it does it, it's annoying. Get this workshop. I'm going to buy that in because I've got so many industrial zone city-states. That's 3 extra production on top of the workshop's production towards districts now. It's a huge difference. Let's get this aqueduct sorted as well. I know it's by Mount Fuji, but this will become a 456 industrial zone, and that's nice. That's what we want to see. That's the sort of play we want to see. Oh, that's a big flood. Yep. I know. I was actually going to build a dam on this area, so that's a little frustrating. What you gonna do? Monarchy time. Yay for monarchy. We'll go Republican legacy, serfdom, natural philosophy. Those are quite useful. I think I'm gonna need another builder now that everything has been destroyed. Let's get lines up, city bastions. I think that's probably the best options for me at the moment. So yeah, get the walls up, get them protected, get everyone happy. Georgia's in a dark age. Ethiopia is in a golden age. I'm going to go for Exodus again. Honestly, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Well, I stole the city, but it doesn't have connected districts, so I have to refuse it. As painful as that is, it just, hopefully at some point, they will put a district down on either this tile or this tile. It's not the craziest thing. It might happen. You never know. Look, they've done it again. Of all the things to attack, they charged and attacked the city. Like, you have to start looking at it going, are you sure about this strategy? Because this doesn't feel like a strategy that should work for you. So Ethiopia are refusing to give me peace at the moment, but that's actually pretty clever, because as long as they don't give me peace, I can't give them gold for the aid request, so I can't win the aid request. So yeah, they're sneaky. They know what I'm doing. They know I'm going diplomatically, so they're just holding off for a second. I'm leaving the settler for a turn. Once this industrial zone is sorted, you can see I will have gone district, 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 and I will continue the chain. There must always be a chain. Always. Is that Divine Architect? It is. Okay, my capital can now pray in districts. That's handy. They're not that expensive as well. Probably about 8 turns worth of faith at the moment. I need to improve that as we go. I could use that in my new city, but my capital's just going to nab it for a little bit. I think that's actually really handy. Industrial zone finished, and new city on turn 142. I finally get my 3rd city. That is ridiculous how long that took. So if we plan out our new cities, this is where I want to go. And then I want to go to sort of there as the next option. So there's got to be some fun things we can do. That looks like it's going to be a pretty good dam tile, although that one could be a dam as well. What about if we go aqueduct there? Yeah, actually that's not bad. That means we could go for an amazing industrial zone on this tile and also on this tile. We could then get maybe I need a holy site somewhere. So go holy site, industrial zone like that. Yeah, actually that's not too bad. Okay, so step 1, I think we need to get the holy site down. I'm going to actually pray it into existence. So let's get a builder sorted, and I'll get Moksha over in a second. Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably better. As tempting as it is to leave in my capital, I'm going to pray them into existence. The cavalry fell right into my trap. I left my builder open to try and get them across. It worked like a treat. Perfect. Okay, we've just pushed forward a couple of turns now, and yep, I'm still waiting. I mean, this city, Hurrah, has now flipped back to Ethiopia. I wanted to build a district, but I've got this sort of sneaky way around the back here, actually, that I can spread my districts as well, so I'm not too worried about this. Praying in this holy site quickly in order to then get a shrine in. That'll help this city to grow very nice and quickly. Next up would be the industrial zone, and then the dam. So I'll need about 1,000 faith for that. That's not a problem. That's okay. We don't mind that at all. So I'll just leave that city to do what it was doing. It's doing it nicely. I've also got my samurai around the back of Ethiopia. We're going to just steal a little bit of faith from them. It's like, if you're going to continue attacking me, I'm going to start pillaging you. And I'm not even going to feel that sorry for doing it. Theatre Square finished in my capital. I'm now building over to the left to get another city onto this tile. I need one more population and I can build I think what we're going to do is an entertainment complex there. That'll improve my Theatre Square nicely. Don't mind me as well if I pinch Cardiff. Just need to see where Ethiopia is and what they're doing. Oh, Brazil, you've gone for an amazing canal city. It says 0 pop. I don't know if I entirely believe that. Is it truly 0 pop? No, it's 1 pop. That's odd. Sometimes you see that glitch quite a lot, actually, and why it does it, I'm not sure. Oh my word, Georgia will actually give me the Ark of the Covenant for like 20 diplo favour. Yes, please. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Any extra faith is going to just power up Moksha no end. Theocracy and Reformed Church time. I like this a lot. Let's go Craftsman. Limes is looking good, but I'll go Wars of Religion to give myself a little bit of extra combat strength. Republican Legacy, Serfdom, Natural Philosophy, Diplomatic League. Oh yes. Oh yeah, the aid request failed because Ethiopia refused to not be at war with everybody, but you know, what you gonna do? I'm gonna go Foreign Ministry this game. I was thinking between that and the Intelligence Agency to get some spies in, but I think levying troops for half the gold and having extra favour is gonna help me on my Diplo quest, which I think is probably the way we're gonna end up going on this game. I don't know though, if I can go for like science or something, I will, but I haven't really got very far so far, and yeah, there's a long way to go. Ethiopia is actually throwing, of all things, warrior monks in massive quantities towards me, and I'm sort of a little bit proud of them. I've never seen warrior monks actually used at the right time to attack before, and they are. They're actually pretty comparable with my samurai. It's awesome. Let's get this entertainment complex sorted, and then another settler, and as you can see, we have a 4th city now unlocked, the continuous chain of districts that never ends. It will never end, I promise you that. It can't. What is an end? What is an end and how do we avoid it? Next up in the old voting, I'd love it if I could trade a bit more, please, and I'd love it as well if we could build city centre buildings quicker. I've got 210 voting power. I'm just going to put 5 votes into each, and I mean, the AI shouldn't care about this stuff enough. Oh no, but is that Fuji gone again? Oh, for goodness sake, this one volcano is just giving me grief. Oh, I think it's only hit my capital and it only hit it minorly, so I will forgive it this once if it promises never to do it again. Oh, it's not what we wanted, but exciting news. An aqueduct is being built in this city. When that's finished, that is a continuous chain of districts we could attack. Oh, yes. I'm going to wait until the foreign ministry is finished in Buenos Aires, and then we're going to get ourselves a little bit of attack army, siege towers, samurai. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I think this is probably our opportunity here. Can I just say, these cavalry that ignore hills are the most annoying things. They just keep nipping in and stealing builders. And it's like, I have an army, but I can't actually evade it. It's so frustrating. Yep, and now they've just run in and pillaged a dam. Oh no, a trader. Oh, the trader's even more annoying. Why would you do that? Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, we actually managed to kill one of the cavalry. Phew. There's knights everywhere. There's lots of units. They're all scary. I don't like them. I don't like the just random powerful cavalry units that Ethiopia just seems to be able to spawn and throw around. But I guess that's kind of their big deal, isn't it? So, you know, we'll forgive them this once. Just keeping an eye on this city though. Is it building Renaissance walls? You can normally tell from a little turrets on the side of the walls. If they start appearing and start sort of shooting up, then it means Renaissance walls may well be on the way here. And that would be frustrating if that was the case. I've put Magnus in my capital and I've given them surplus logistics for that 20% growth increase in the city. We've already got a beautiful 25%, so I'm thinking 45% will help me just to grow this city even further. I'm actually going to give Brazil some Diplo favor to join in on the war, and then I'm going to switch my alliance back to the military alliance because unfortunately Georgia backed out of that one, which I think is a bit rude, but that's fine. Research alliance for you. Do you know religious? Should we go religious? Let's go religious. There you go. Perfect. I can still debate against the best of them. Again, nice line of districts. City number 4. We're starting to really be able to put them down now, which is great. Just having a look to see where else I want to go next. There is some niter over on the coast over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't actually think that would be a bad move in terms of sticking a city down. So yeah, we'll consider that one. That's not a bad shout. Okay, Brazil, that's very annoying. That's very annoying. I can't... Okay, fine, I'm not going to be able to put a city there. So we're going to have to just let that one play out for a bit and see where they choose to settle. I don't know where it'll be. It'll be somewhere. Somewhere annoying, no doubt. Oh, they're finally offering me peace. Okay, that's intriguing. Goodness me, they have a lot of cities. They have a lot of cities. 14 cities and 67 population. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to just hold off. If I can take Harar and Natal, I think I will be in a much better position. So I'm kind of willing to just hold out for a bit. Unfortunately for them, they've kind of hit me in the place now where I've gone through the worst of this war and I'm now very, very comfortably sort of just looking after it. There's a dam, by the way, that I've just prayed into existence. Moksha, off you pop to Gundam. Look at that. Beautiful. So they only do 13 damage against my samurai when they attack. So, I mean, it's not too bad a situation for me in terms of range defenses. Oh, they've got cavalry. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, I'm going to struggle to get through these encampments now that they've got cavalry. What do I do? What's the option here? What's the play? I could go gunpowder. I could go towards line infantry. I think waiting until planes, military-wise, is probably going to be the most effective strategy for me here. Yeah, so I'll take the peace deal. It's actually relatively amusing for me because what I can now do is I can send my apostles in and remove their religion. So they're going to regret doing this, but yeah, I think peace for now just gives me time to build up my infrastructure a little bit and sort myself out. Just going to briefly put religious orders on my cities. I think this actually could work relatively well. I have a lot of debating to do, and I've got it all in Ethiopia's territory, which is quite amusing. They've also managed to start sending apostles to my land, but I've now got inquisitors which are very, very comfortably boosted. They are not going to have a lot of luck fighting me religiously in my own territory here, so yeah, we'll just keep fighting it on. 7 food for production trade route. That'll get this city going. I need it to 4 pop as soon as I can to be able to get my next city going. Oh my goodness, how many cavalry are coming from these barbs? Oh, that's not fun. Okay, we're going to have to run away. Bravely retreat until we find something that can shoot cavalry. That's tough. Yeah, that's right. Apostles, get eaten by barbs. Go on. Oh, they just ran over the barbs and just attacked my cities. Why? Don't do that. Ugh. They suck. Never mind. That is city number 5, all connected by districts. Where are you going, Barbs? Where are you going? That's right, run around aimlessly. That is what I want you to do. There's another cavalry on the way. That's 3 of them. Oh, painful. Yep, they're just pillaging aqueducts. Why? Why would you do that? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't consent. That is a debater apostle dealt with. Goodness me, that was tough. Am I spreading my religion nicely now? Yes. If you keep doing this, you're going to regret it. Actually, I need 1 more era score in 2 turns. Might be able to just buy a horseman, so I'm just keeping an eye on that one. So I've been picking my brains over this for a little bit, and this last era score is proving tricky because I have invented coursers, which are terrible because they're more expensive than horsemen by some distance. Bit of a problem. I was thinking about using the horses. I think what I'm going to do for 215 gold, because that's obviously half price, is to levy the army of Buenos Aires. I believe, yeah, there we go. There we get the era score. This is going to be my first golden age in some time, and my goodness, I have been looking forward to it. Ethiopia and Brazil are both in dark ages as I flip over. That is very good for me. Now, I'm just going to check the continent split. As you can see, we are all on the same continent, so Hicksunk Dracones, not very good for me at all. Campus is providing production though. That's something that could be good. I've got a +4, a +5, and a +4 along the way. Combined with natural philosophy, which I was already using, I think that is good. Heartbeat of Steam, I think, is going to be the one for me. A little bit of extra production, a bit of wonder building, a bit of all the good stuff, you know? It's all lovely. You can see my new cities as well are starting to improve. Why is that? Hang on. Oh no, that is +3. Sometimes it just doesn't update itself for a little while and you're like, what's going on here? But that's fine. Next up, Holy Site. I can afford that in like 4 turns when I can flick to the new city. Beautiful. Religious emergency? Yes. I would like to add that as a proposal. Let's do it. Let's join in with a religious emergency. That's not something I frequently get involved with. All whilst I actually am genuinely hitting Ethiopia's apostles hard at this point. Oh yeah, look at that. Spreading my religion out quite considerably. We're going to start eating away into their lands before they can do anything about it. Religious emergency. I think everybody else is going to vote pretty heavily on this one, so I'm only going to put 2 votes up to it. Hopefully it'll go through, and there we go. We will enjoy. So, what are we actually doing again? Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro. It's probably there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, right, well, what we're going to do in order to achieve that is basically just really annoy Ethiopia by flinging our religious units at it everywhere we can. Oh, Sao Paulo has flipped, but unfortunately that's not what I needed to see because there's no district. It's too far away. I can't claim that into my land, so we're going to have to reject that. Maybe I'll send over a small task force to try and defeat it. Pretty weak, actually. So, yeah, Siege Tower and Samurai. Off you pop. Let's go and see if we can take this out old school. Oh, Ethiopia, you're making this too easy for me by just moving all your troops right to the front line. Yeah, I need another debater. Debating apostles are a lot of fun, but not before we get this city into my nation. Ah, beautiful. Moksha, you've done the Lord's work, quite literally, and off you pop to North Star. Look at this. I think Moksha was a really good pick. I'm really pleased we went for him. Get out of my land. They're making this too easy. I'm really spreading around nicely because they just keep leaving like unguarded weak apostles just everywhere. It's lovely. Yep, look, they're doing it again now. They're literally doing it again. Oh dear. There's industrialization, by the way. How much coal did I get? Have I got lucky? There is actually some under a mine. That is remarkable. Okay, we have at least 3 coal coming in per turn. There's some more over there. That's not a good spot. That very much limits where I can settle through this mountain pass. I can still get my districts past it, actually. That's not too bad. Any other coal in this rough area? Oh, way up there. So coal, not a huge thing for us. It's not going to be a huge thing, but electronics factories, I mean, the fact is we have 2, 4, 6 extra production on top of the 5. So this is worth 11 production when building other buildings. It's really powerful. We need these everywhere. This continuous line of districts, however, means that we have city number 6. And a mighty fine city it is. It's actually not. That's a total lie. It is totally in the middle of the wasteland. But what you gonna do? If I can get the Statue of Liberty in that city, I'll be pretty happy. Both of the Mackenzie Temple and the Potato Palace both got stolen from me, so didn't get either of those. Let's get this tasty aqueduct in here, because now this industrial zone is worth 14 production. Dragon Ball is picking up speed. A little bit of a slow start, but now absolutely speeding through the late game. And my cities are, you know what, they're genuinely very productive and very good. Like, very high population. Look at this, 44% on extra food, 25%. It's, you know, the growth setup I've got going here is really good. That's right. Leave your apostles right next to my inquisitors. Not even my battle apostle, just the inquisitors. That's all fine. And this apostle's now pretty much on full health as well, so let's just have a little boogie into their land. See if we can spread to this religious emergency city. That'd be nice if we could. Oh, printing, that helped. Printing's given us a bunch more diplomatic visibility, 3 extra combat strength when we fight. That's not bad at all. Now, I'm very sorry, Sao Paulo. You look like a nice city, but I need to raise it. Oh no, they're my ally. So I can't. Oh, I can't keep it. I have no choice. I have to liberate it. That is a pain. Oh. And it's going to be loyal in a second as well, because of the fact that my cities now will no longer put loyalty pressure on them. Oh, what a pain. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's more than just the annoyance of the situation. I can still, in theory, settle out of this area, but that was one of the main settling routes out, and now I can't do that. So if Sao Paulo does manage to put a district down near me, that'll help, but we'll see about that. Unless it just genuinely isn't loyal. Which it might not be. No, it is. It's sorted itself out now. I was like thinking, like, are you sure about that? So last time this came up, furs was chosen on option B. So we're going to go for that again and hope that it goes through. I also think that the world hates Ethiopia. So we're going to go for minus loyalty on Ethiopia. Tends to be what happens. I've got 266 power, so let's, actually that was a well-timed liberation. I'm gonna put 6 votes on that one, 5 votes on this one, and hope, oh, I don't know if it did go through. Menelik, no to Mercury. Goodness me, sometimes the AI does the most random stuff. Oh, Menelik's on 8 points as well. Ethiopia is just my absolute nemesis this game. I love it, got a proper nemesis. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy. Thank you for all of your support and everybody that supports the channel generally. You're all brilliant. Thank you!